Thank you, buddy. It's a pleasure to be back here again at Cedar Forest, and especially tonight with our dear friend Elsie Quarterman, and so many of you who over the years have enjoyed the flowers and enjoyed the park and are some of our loyalist friends and allies, and all of us, I guess we might say, in a sense, are disciples of Elsie, because she's been the pioneer in many ways of championing the Glades. And it's a great... I just have to go ahead and shoot a picture of her from right at the front here, because she couldn't wiggle out from under that one.
I know that Mac Pritchard had to be the one that suggested that I get in touch with Dr. Quarterman at Vanderbilt, and I did, and I got to go on a field trip with her, I think first to Taylor Hollow. I thought, this is unbelievable. These Vanderbilt students are paying thousands of dollars to do this, and here I am out here in the woods by myself with Dr. Quarterman and this beautiful new, naturally, I couldn't believe how lucky I was, and Dr. Quarterman came out here the day before our first event. I found my field notes a couple days ago. I looked back at my old Cedars files and found 3 pages of notes that I typed up because I wanted to be sure I could read them again after that. The whiteout's still on them over there. I don't think I got everything spelled right.
One of the professors named Mayfield, some of you may conceivably remember him. I think he taught German, but I'm not sure. And in my mind, I think that's reasonable because Gattinger was of German descent, and maybe they made a connection that way. But anyhow, Dr. and Mrs. Mayfield called me and said, we've just got to take you out and show you what kind of a flower garden we got. They said every spring we take groups of people out to show them these places in the Cedar Glades where wonderful flowers occur in such profusion that it's just miraculous to see them. There was something interesting in the neighborhood of Nashville in the way of botanical studies that ought to be done. He said the taxonomists have been beating trails into those places all these years, just studying individual plants. Somebody needs to study the ecology of them. He was an ecologist himself, and he was one of the outstanding early ecologists in the continent. But anyhow, he led me on and came over and looked at glades with me, and we picked out some places to get started and all that sort of thing. So I think his name, in a slight way, he needs to be thought of once in a while by people who are interested in how the development of this movement to preserve glades occurred. Mrs. Mayfield would stay with me, and I was counting taking samples, and doing foot by a square foot sampling of grasses at that time. She would get down on her hands and knees and count little stems just like I was doing, and making a record of the number of plants per square foot, which helped me a lot as I went along. Well, those are people who probably never get any mention by those of us who are really writing up and studying what happened in the Cedar Glades. But these are people that led me along, gave me an inspiration and actual help many times. At Vanderbilt, where going out in the open wasn't impressed as research until the chemistry department got interested. When the chemistry department got interested, made all the difference in the world. And after that, I didn't have any trouble getting summer money from the university to go out and work.
The individual who worked on this poster for the Center for Cedar Glade Studies, and these are the plants that you brought into our life, and so I'd like for you to have this as something that we'll all enjoy. And everybody here, there are copies of this poster for everybody. So
Wonderful.
This is for you, and thank you so much, Dr. Quarterman,
Well, thank
for
you
all
so
that
much.
you've done.
This is wonderful. pictures of all the family.
Oh, she does, okay, and there's another
now
one for you.
These are my family.
This is your family,
addition to
right, this
her
is a
and my
family
nephew.
picture for you, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
I'm-
Some of our thanks for helping to preserve some of the Cedar Glades because they are worth it. They are flower gardens par excellence and will be as long as we let them.
That is so true.
And thank you so much for all that you have done and all the nice contributions that you've given to this program tonight. I appreciate it very much.